Hi, Uncle Huffman here. If you're new to my channel, you already know I only talk about myself. I insult people and do whatever that makes me happy. Stay tuned to the video. Trans.
What is the first word that comes to your mind when you look at me?
Dick.
I might regret this.
Oh my god. With a big dick. With a big dick. But this picture is not related to any transgender stuff.
Penis.
Yes. Penis. Oh my god. Why? That's so big for that way. Oh, this is so big. This is bigger than mine. What the fuck? The problem is that they are so beautiful. Like, for real?
Transgender swimmer Leah Thompson has lost her appeal to participate in the Paris Olympics. The appeal was made against the rules of World Aquatics, which bans the American swimmer from competing in women's category at the upcoming Olympics and other elite competitions. In 2022, Thompson became the first transgender athlete to win an NCAA Division I championship in any sport and has long said that her lifelong dream is to compete in the Olympics. According to the gender inclusion policy set by the transgender swimmers are not allowed to compete in elite women's events if they have undergone any part of male puberty. Thomas attempted to overturn this decision, saying it was discriminatory, but CAS disagreed and said that Thomas does not have standing to bring to the case. The new WA policy also proposed an open category for trans athletes and said they would spend the next 6 months working to set it up. What are your thoughts? Does Leah Thompson deserve a chance to participate in the women's category, or is the new open category the only solution? Let us know in the comments below.
No boobs. No boobs. Come on. You're already ugly, man. But is this a strand or a girl or whatever? But she looks ugly though. Protect me. And on my oh, that's kind of beautiful. Yeah, kind of. Come on, look at this D. 10 July in India, behind a closed door, 5 judges get to decide the fate of marriage equality in a country of 1.4 billion people. Hi, come on. Where did I get off with these transgender people? Come on, man. What do you mean? You just get... No Pokemon is transgender. If you want to be strand, man. Don't come and say Pokemon is transgender. The things I love about girl from.
I mean, then look at this guy.
Look at brotherhood. Look at them. Look at that D. With the G. With the G.
I am the whitest motherfucker I've ever seen.
Is this a dude? He's beautiful.
Inclusion across all groups in the military.
Army officer.
For the first 10 minutes and then run away. I'm going to focus a little bit more today on...
You find this well by the wall side. You guys are shooting. You don't need to shoot this one. You just need to take her by force. You go enjoy yourself. Then you shoot her.
Why does it matter to us as a military? Why is it not a negative?
I'm going to ban me for this. I'm going to get cancelled.
How do we as leaders
I must control the way I talk.
to enhance mission?
Please, 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 please don't ban me.
This was less than 2 years ago. 2 days after
You are doing surgery. Of course, your life is at risk.
Here to here,
You're a man, you want to turn to a lady. Why? Why don't you stay to your gender, man? But you see, I have a D. I don't want to say dick if I get cancer, so I just say D.
Not that I was going to die, which was certainly a consideration before the surgery, but that I'd never put the uniform back on again. All of us come into the service knowing there will be a day we take the uniform off for the final time. We hope that it is on our terms.
Coming from a lady with a D.
That is the cost of
service. With a D.
But we want to get to that day where it is our choice whether or not we take this uniform off. And I did not know that I would be healthy enough to ever put it on again. But there is a reason that I wanted to stay, that I wanted to be part of this military service. And I hope by the end of what we get through today, you'll realize exactly.
When I left for New York, I was 197 pounds. It's the lowest I've ever been since my transition. Now I've been eating. I'm gonna step on the scale with y'all.
You are still a man, no matter what you do.
It's actually me, and I'm not trying to pull
with a T.
Here. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, I put on 15 pounds.
Since you become a strand, you're even happy to say it, motherfucker.
Hey, day two.
What am I watching, oh Lord?
Yeah, believe it. One day. One day, I lost 8 pounds. I kid you not. That is exactly the difference in knowing what to eat, when to eat it, and what to do for exercise. That is absolute certainty that the plan is going to work. I ate over 2,000 calories yesterday.
As long as you still have a D, nothing matters. All these people, I really don't know what they're doing. You are still a strand. No matter what you do, you still got a D.
Don't get me wrong, I love being a trans guy and I love passing. But sometimes I look in the mirror and recognize I'm in sweatpant cargo shorts, a white tank top, and chain. And I wonder if I took being a straight dude
get cancer,
just a little
I can't control myself. Oh my fuck. Why is he behaving? He's just acting. This one is not the strand. But the way he behaves is like, hello. Hello. No. I am a full man. Full man. I'm not this. God. Let's just focus. People just love to waste their time on this shit, man. 1.4 billion people are watching this. India. Giving up God for strength. Good luck, brother. Look beautiful, man.
God created two genders, male
and female. Not transgender, not gay. I'm not lesbian. Why must you be ordered?
Right?
I have 1 billion in my account.
$1 billion?
I have an apartment
Dollars?
outside.
Can you pay for my dick surgery?
What?
No, I can't.
Get out.
Go fuck yourself with your own dick.
Yes. Go fuck your dick. I never forget this feeling. I was because it just get but that's so crazy.
First time you took me out in public and I was dressed like a girl. And I had to pull you out of the truck because you were
I believe this one is a girl, and this
Gorgeous laundry.
the one with the white, he's a man. That is a man with a D.
Listen to the podcast.
With a T. Why do I keep getting this on my phone? Oh my god.
What is the first word that comes to your mind when you look at me? I might regret this.
I'm gonna cut off your dick.
Hold on there, bud. Did you shove a Q-tip down your dick hole today to clean up all the sussy, sticky, crusty gunk out of your cock? Because hygiene's really important.
You know, they told me it was going to be hot out here. But you want to know something? I work in the hellhole called Washington, D.C. All you freedom-loving Americans make this feel like a cool day.
I see. Oh, Dr. Phil.
Sit right here.
This matter just watching your son.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Tell me what you're thinking and feeling right now, Gary.
I'm hurt bad. Really bad.
Get out! Ah, who is this?
Transgender boys who might not have their own money to go buy tampons. If they're provided free in the bathroom, it's a huge
I don't know, you have to go.
Men do not menstruate. Only women menstruate. Now, you can call yourself whatever you want.
Cis men don't menstruate, but trans men do menstruate.
No,
Same
they
as
don't.
non-binary people.
Only women.
Menstruating is not exclusive
Yes,
to
it
cis
is.
women. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So explain to me as to why my body menstruated at
if
some
your
point
chromosomes are XX and you're young, you menstruate. If you're XY, you don't.
Correct, but what about trans men and non-binary?
They're
We're
not men.
excluding a whole group of people
They're women
that
dressed
menstruate.
as men. You are not a man. You can pretend to be a man, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Live your life. Tell me what a man is.
Well, what's a man to you? You define a man for me.
You have chromosomes that are X and Y. That's what a man is.
So why are we just looking at the science of this as an
The
example?
science.
When we've learned sex and gender identity are they're completely different things.
They're not completely different.
They are
things.
completely different.
Completely different words.
And sex is what you're born with, the sexual reproductive organs you have. Gender is what you identify with. They're completely
Well, I don't
different
accept that
things.
distinction. You have to argue for it. You're just giving a conclusion. You're just making it up.
Those genitals don't indicate anything about gender.
Meet Sparrow, 11-month-old baby.
Is this a baby?
Your next question might be, is Sparrow a boy or girl?
Can I see Elmo?
The answer?
Can I see Elmo?
To be determined.
My own mother did not know Sparrow's genitals for the first 3 months, even though she was living with us at the time.
You're doing so good.
Sparrow's parents decided to raise their baby gender neutral, meaning Sparrow will decide gender when older. Even Sparrow's birth certificate says sex unknown.
We did not assign a sex at birth, which means when they were born, they had genitals and we know what they are. We just chose to acknowledge that.
Is a mass psychosis is when there is a groupthink that develops that's so strong that it leads to something. And 4 elements here is very important. First, there must be a period of prolonged isolation, lockdowns. Number 2, there must be withdrawal of things taken away from people that they used to enjoy. That's happened. Number 3, there must be constant, incessant, free-floating anxiety. And the last thing, number 4, the capper. The capper is there must be a single solution offered by an entity in authority. What mass psychosis says is number 4, the solution. There's no limit to the absurdity of the solution.
There is something about the transgender question. There is something going on that's beyond the sort of liberation of fluidity. Something else seems to have happened, where many young people in this country now, there's a percentage increase in the number registering for clinical interventions. Because I want to be for liberation. I'm not going to stop anyone dressing how they will. I don't feel as though it's a great step forward myself. Thoughts?
Well, transgender rebellion, these ideas in the air, that at the moment you are dissatisfied with the limitations of your present gender definition, that there is this enormous mechanism waiting to alter your body. People very well-meaning and very sympathetic are there to provide intervention. I'm very concerned with this because I think that it's become a fashion. The transgender definition has become a kind of convenient label for young people who may simply feel alienated, culturally, for many other reasons, And so today, you're encouraged to think that your alienation is because you are not totally identifying with your particular inherited gender definition. A lot of it, I think that the collaboration of the bureaucratic machinery with it has to do with the assault on masculinity, You see, gender doesn't really exist. It's not really polarity. I mean, everything's all about expanding women's rights, but also terminating men, and defining men out of existence. Masculinity is by definition toxic. Masculinity doesn't exist. And you see, this is the proof of it. But the more I explored it, I realized that historically, the movement toward androgyny occurs in late phases of culture, as a civilization is starting to unravel, and that you can find it again and again and again through history in the Greek art. You can see it happening. All of a sudden, there's a kind of the sculptures of handsome nude young men athletes that used to be very robust. In the archaic period, suddenly began to seem like wet noodles. Toward the end. And that the people who live in such periods, a late phase of culture, whether it's the Hellenistic era, whether it's the Roman Empire, whether it's the Mauve decade of Oscar Wilde in the 1890s, whether it's Weimar Germany, people who live at such times, feel that they're very sophisticated, they're very cosmopolitan, and homosexuality, heterosexuality, so what? Anything goes, and so on. All right, but from the perspective of historical distance, you can see that it's a culture that no longer believes in itself, and then what you invariably get are people who are convinced of the power of heroic masculinity, on the edges, whether they're the Vandals and the Huns, or whether they're the barbarians of ISIS, you see them, starting to mass on the outsides of the culture, and that's what we have right now. That there is a tremendous and rather terrifying disconnect between the infatuation with the transgender movement in our own culture. What concerns me is when well-meaning adults in the community trying to be understanding, is, I think, involved in possibly making a permanent change in someone's life that could have tragic consequences. Believe that they're helping people by making it easier.
Erica Anderson is a trans woman and psychologist who specializes in working with trans people. And in her words, it is my considered opinion that due to some of the, I'll just call it sloppy healthcare work, that we're going to have more young adults who will regret having gone through this process.
We used to have tomboys in America. Where did the tomboys go?
You know,
Just work with
and
trans people.
some critics have
They
said
are a
they're being
lot.
encouraged to become boys. You know, that they're saying I'm a boy, I'm trans, and I think there's some reason to seriously consider whether that's true.
She got a D.
Everybody was telling me to do it. Wow, you looked really unhappy, but now you're so happy. And that was a lie because I really wasn't happy. But
it's very much everyone kind of has to work together here. We should reasonably be taking a bit of a back step too, because we are not biologically female, but we want to be seen socially as female. Why don't we just focus more on, we don't have to be seen as biological women. We can still just shorthand call ourselves women with a suffix on there being, yeah, we are trans women. Like, surely that's fair enough. Surely that's a bit of a compromise there.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much. We have come to the end of the video. If you like the video, please thumbs up and subscribe. Love you. Bundarama.